In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to undo the starter on a 1.6 petrol 2004 Peugeot 307. So first off, let's understand how this starter is mounted on the engine. The starter is going to be mounted behind the engine, between the engine and the firewall, in this way. This is the factory starter for the 307. It is a Vallejo D6RA572. So the starter is mounted like this, behind the engine, about here. You can actually see it only if you put your phone back here. Those labels for the starter mounted this way. So, to take it off, we need to first take off this connector on the starter, this connector, then undo this bolt, this one, and this one. So 3 bolts, 2 connectors. The easiest way I have found to do this is by following these cables. You put your hand on the left one, move it until you can feel this one connected by a connector on the wire. That's where it's going to be connected. Undo that if there's a nut on it, and take the connector off. Next is going to be this bolt right here. How that's going to be connected is from this side going towards there. It's below this plastic piece. If you're looking at my finger, it's here and then slightly towards there. That's where it's going to be mounted. You unscrew that with a 13mm and then one of these. You might not need this, but you might also, so try it. And to do the rest of the bolts, it's going to be coming in from this side. And if the starter is this way, you will not have a lot of room on this side to do it. So the best way, this is very hard, but it's the best way I have found to do this. You put your hand around the engine, you touch the starter, then you move it down here, and you find one of these 2 bolts, like this. You find it, so the best way I have found to do this is by putting your hand into the engine bay and finding this area of the starter. You can feel it. Then you slide your hand down and you find one of these 2 bolts, 1 or 2. You want one of these. Then you remember where it is. And this is going to sound crazy, but this is genuinely the simplest way to get this off. So this is a 13mm on extension, and then extend it even more, and you're going to be putting this down here to then make it come from there to right there. Where's the bolt? So this bolt is slightly above the other one, so you're going to want to put this end here above this pipe, and then just feel your way until you have this bolt, and then I'm gonna show you. Put it in there. You put it correctly on the right side, and then you just, there's lots of room here, so you can use your hand. And then do the same for this other bolt. At that point, there is one more connector that is holding in your starter, and it's this small one here. And this small one is going to be held by a, I think 8mm small nut, and then another connector. By that point, you will have the starter out, and putting it back in is the same. You use this on that side, put it through, tighten it,